Outside my joint. Whoopsie! Yes, hello everyone. Just gonna do this video very quickly. You can probably see the reflection of my computer screen and my iPad mini screen. My glasses. Yes, I'm short-sighted. Long story short, take good care of your eyes. See an optometrist. Please see an optometrist. Okay, so sad news from yesterday. Toys R Us Australia has actually gone to voluntary administration. And yes, this comes as a complete shock, as it actually comes from 3 news sources. And this is the title for it. So, 3 news sources. So, Toys R Us Australia has gone into voluntary administration months after US and UK stores have actually closed down. And yes, by closed down, I mean they are not there completely anymore. They are just big empty stores that you can actually use. And yes, this is live, so I am actually on my iPad mini, or best tablet, and I can actually show. So this is really, really sad news. And I'm actually using my universal stand here, so keep in mind I really need some better glasses with anti-glare. But I'm not going to talk about that. So the Toys R Us Australia has gone into voluntary administration after US and UK retail giants collapsed months ago. Remember that story. Directors of the company resolved to appoint voluntary administrators after the withdrawal of the final bidder for the sale of the Australian business. The administrator said in a statement on Monday, I am not going to say the person's name because of legal reasons, and I don't want to get this wrong, and plus I don't want to pronounce their name entirely wrong. So I'm just going to say this outright. I'm going to post the stories in the description so that you guys can actually read them. The standalone Australian business operates 44 retail stores across Australia and employs about 700 permanent staff. That's both full-time, casual, and part-time as well. Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy protection in the US last December, and after frantic attempts to restructure the business, finally waved the white flag in March when Chief Executive David Brandon told employees the retailers more than 700 remaining US locations would go along with 33,000 jobs. We're putting a sales sign on everything, Mr. Brandon told employees in a conference call. Frankly, all anyone has to do is offer $1 more. Then liquidators. Shortly afterwards, the UK and Irish operations also shut up shop. Toys R Us in Australia has continued to trade as normal, with speculation the company may bundle the business up with the Asian stores and sell the whole lot off, potentially as a standalone operation under the same and much-loved brand. The development follows an unusual fire sale, the US business's intellectual property, to pay off creditors in the wake of its bankruptcy. Along with the Jeffrey the Giraffe logo and the Barbie Babies R Us trademark, the firm is also putting up a series of racy URLs, including KinkyToysRUs.com, 6 toys. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere further than that. Let's just say raunchy much. Like the second story, it pretty much follows the same suit, but it actually is worded differently. So, Toys R Us follows a string of other high-profile Australian retailers in going to the wall over recent years, with well-known brands like Pumpkin Patch, Payless Shoes, and Herringbone succumbing to the relentless margin pressures in Australian retail, which has been affected by the high rates and weak levels of household spending growth. I think we can blame the Liberal Party for that. Under the Labour Party, household spending growth was actually going up. Now it is dropping very fast. Okay, so Babies R Us in Australia is also in administration as well, so I'm not entirely sure. Gift cards would also be honoured, but only if customers spend the equivalent amount of the voucher in store. If you have a $100 voucher, you need to spend $100 in cash on top of the voucher to redeem it. That sounds a bit sus, right there. That is actually sus. That is actually a full-blown lie. You do not need to spend $100 in cash on top of the voucher to redeem it. The gift voucher is that, a gift voucher. Nothing more, nothing less. So what this administrator has done has just told people, oh, you want to spend that voucher? Pay $100 in cash on stuff that's worth $100. And then use the gift voucher. Which is completely stupid. And I do mean completely stupid because a gift voucher is actually cash itself. In the US, the company has blamed steep discounting of toys by big companies like Amazon and Kmart for its demise. Yeah and no, because the Transformer toys in Australia are actually costing more than what they are in the US and such. And apparently we can actually just buy these off, say, eBay or Wish or something. Though I buy third-party Transformers, which are a lot more better quality than the Hasbro ones. Baby and child-focused retailers have been under immense pressure in Australia. Two Infinite stores, Baby Bounce and Baby Savings, have collapsed, and their liquidation sales have put further pressure on the ASX-listed retailer Baby Bunting. Earlier this month, Baby Bunting flagged a full-year profit downgrade of between 10 to 20% after the comparable store sale growth went negative by 2.5% in the first 6 weeks of Q4, thanks to the price competition in the market. Well, if your competitors are lowering prices, shouldn't you actually offer another price to get more people through your door? And that third story I showed, well, it's virtually exactly the same. Though it was actually, the third story says 885 stores to sell or close. Though says after it was weighed down by billions of dollars in debt accumulated since it was bought by a real estate investor and 2 private equity firms in 2005. So we are actually, this is still pretty high news and such. I'm actually going to see how many stores.
Yeah, I'll watch you too.
Let's see. Uh,
Oh, at the road, crack.
I'm just looking because it actually doesn't say, because it say Toys R Us is an American toy juvenile product retailer founded in 1948, so it's virtually around 70 years old. But then it's like by 1957 the single store had became a fully scale toy store adventure, and the world's first toy supermarket had opened. So virtually Toys R Us has some history in the 1900s. So the first Australian Toys R Us store opened in September 1993, and there are now over 30 locations around the nation, as far north as Cairns down south to Melbourne and west to Perth. You can find a Toys R Us store in most capital cities. Not really. Not really. So, Afterpay and Zip Pay, well, they're virtually going to be null and void, which means you would actually have to pay full price and not go, oh, I want this, but I need to but I only have to, but I can pay it like weekly, or I can save up and pay monthly. It's actually gonna put a nice little dent in people's Christmas buying this year.
Oh, you're a dirty little bastard too. Oh.
So I'm actually gonna ask a question to Toys R Us Australia about everything else and see what happens, because this is really, really bad news. And I really do mean bad news. Because we're going to be losing one of the very first toy stores in the world to complete and utter idiots who don't know a single thing about, say, anything really. And like I said, it's really confusing with the gift cards, considering that the gift cards themselves are actually meant to be used as cash. And it's confusing with what the administrator had said. Alright, my touchpad doesn't want to work, so... I'm just gonna move me laptop. I wish I had something to actually sit me iPad mini on. Because if EB Games was closing down and I had a, like, say, $530 gift card sitting in my room, which would total to about, what, 1,500 or something, all up. And they're like, oh, we're closing down. Gift cards are welcome, but you don't have to... Gift cards are honoured. I could virtually walk out with, what, $1,500 worth of stuff, plus, in value, and not entirely care. But with what this administrator has said, that gift cards would be honoured, but you have to buy $100 worth in cash on top of the voucher to redeem it, is really, really stupid. So, and I actually found the name of that person, and if anyone wants, look this person up, tell them that gift cards are gift cards. You can still redeem gift cards. If you're telling people to spend $100 and then have a $100 voucher that is actually redeemable still, why the hell are you actually telling people to spend $100 in cash on top of the voucher to redeem it? If the product is worth $150 and you have a voucher for $100 off, that is all they need to do, is hand that voucher over, then they pay $50. That's all. What this administrator has done has said you've got to spend $100 in cash on top of the voucher to redeem it. What would they like me to do? Walk in with a $100 or $200 voucher and go, oh, I'm going to spend $200, I'm just going to grab $200 worth of stuff. Use me voucher. Oh no, sorry sir, you have to put $100 on top before you can use the $200 voucher. Mate, I'd be telling them I want the administrator and I want them now in the store, and I'm not going to leave the store until they're here, because I will rip straight through that administrator. I will rip straight through them, because a voucher is a voucher. It's like a gift card. If you're telling people to spend $100 on top of that voucher, then you virtually might as well just walk out from your job or be fired from it. Because you virtually have no idea what the hell you're talking about, and what the hell are you doing? I mean, if I was put in charge of Toys R Us, I'd say, yeah, grab something that's worth $150 or $200, voucher still is valid. Pay the difference, that's all. Just pay the difference. Instead of telling people you have to spend $100 in cash on top of the voucher to actually redeem said voucher, which is pretty much worthless, because you might as well, wait, I'm spending $100 just to get $100 off. I might as well just pay $100 and fuck the voucher off to someone else. It's like, I'll just pass the voucher on to the person behind me. Oh, I don't know, pass it back until you get to someone who's actually got like $250 worth of stuff in their trolley, and they only have like $150. Hey, look, there's $250. You got $150 in your wallet. Pay the $100, hand over the voucher, hand over the $150, done. But nah, this stupid ass administrator is so stupid. I wonder what their IQ is. Their IQ's got to be low to actually not understand that a gift voucher is actually cash. So, why? I'm actually going to ask one of my friends too, and see what they say. I'll probably ask them to do a follow-up video on this too. So, if you guys want, keep an eye out. Because me and my friend may be doing another video. We may be doing our first video together on this channel, or their channel. I'm not entirely sure. I'll get back to everyone on that anyway. That's all I wanted to say and such, so I'm going to post the stories after the video is fully uploaded so you can actually read and comment with your own thoughts down below in the comment section. So, yeah. That is all.